Now the NFL draft, the first round of the NFL draft has finally come and gone. And the Raiders finally got their guy. And no, they did not trade back. No, they did not trade up. They stayed pat at number 7. And with guys like Jalen Carter, even Christian Gonzalez, and heck, even Will Levis falling all the way to number 7, there was so many different options the Raiders could have easily went in. But no, they did not select any of those guys. They went out and got defensive end Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech. And I'm going to tell you guys, I was really excited about this move. Even though he wasn't a guy that I had the Raiders selecting in any of my mock drafts that I did behind the scenes, I'm just happy that the Raiders didn't go out there and get an offensive lineman like a Peter Skoronski, Paris Johnson, or go and reach for a guy at number 7. You know, I feel like we got a guy, a top 15, a top 10 guy in this draft, especially a guy that on many people's big boards was the second edge rusher in this draft. So, you know, Tyree Wilson, man, welcome to the Raider Nation. I'm excited about this move, and most of that could be in due part because I really had my expectations low in today's draft, and I was like, man, the Raiders are going to let me down. They're going to go get an offensive lineman. They're going to reach for one of these guys that we could get in the second round. But once I heard the name Tyree Wilson, I said, you know what? I can't be mad at that. I'm excited. Now I know that there's going to be a lot of Raider fans out there kind of questioning this move, kind of saying, oh, the Raiders reached again. Nah, they didn't reach on this. They really got a guy that could come in, that could learn under guys like Max Crosby, Chandler Jones on the edge, guys that have a lot of knowledge in this game that could give him all the tools to go out there and succeed. And imagine Max Crosby opposite of Tyree Wilson for years to come, man. I'm excited about this defense. Of course, I would have loved to solidify that defensive tackle position or even get a cornerback in the secondary, but this draft is filled with a lot of talent. And right now, in the second round, there's a lot of people falling down. Joey Porter Jr. is another guy that the Raiders can get at 38. If the Raiders want to go get a quarterback of the future, there's Hendon Hooker. Will Levis is still available on the board. I thought the Raiders could have possibly moved up to get one of those guys, but hey, we got the 7th pick in the second round, and there's so many different directions the Raiders can go in, whether they get a linebacker, go get a secondary player, go get a defensive tackle. Who knows what they pick on day 2? All I'm going to say is that this is definitely a new regime. We finally got to see Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler pick in the first round. Last year, you can't complain at all because we got Devontae Adams with the first pick and the second pick. But we go out there and we get a huge defensive end, 6'6", 271 pounds. This guy is a physical edge rusher, and Tyree Wilson has manhandled many offensive linemen in his time at Texas Tech. Obviously, he started his career at Texas A&M, kind of struggled a bit in the beginning, but he showed out once he came to Texas Tech, and especially this past season, he showed that he could be a great run defender. I think he's one of the best run defenders in this draft class at the edge position. And what's another thing that us Raider fans have been complaining about, you know, especially last year, that the defense couldn't do outside of, you know, covering receivers and whatnot? It was causing pressure to opposing quarterbacks. And pressure is this dude's middle name, man. Tyree Wilson just last year had 14 tackles for loss and 7 total sacks. You look at his career, Tyree had 28 starts. He's a versatile defensive lineman. I mean, that is really something big, especially for, you know, Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler to get a guy that's versatile, not only on the offensive line, but on the defensive line as well. Wilson also is a 2-time All-American and a Defensive Player of the Year finalist. Has a career 17 sacks, 32 tackles for loss, and 106 pressure. So this guy definitely gets to the quarterback, and that's something that we need here in Las Vegas. So anybody complaining out there, chill. Just take a chill pill. Would I have loved to see Jalen Carter in the silver and black? Of course. But Tyree Wilson is not a bad player at all. This is no Cleveland Farrell situation. No, we did not reach hella for this guy. This is a guy that can go out there, get to the quarterback, still get to the run, get to the backfield, and cause a lot of pressure. Something that we do need, like I said before. So overall, I love this move at number 7. A solid pick for the Raiders. And hopefully they could continue this moving forward. I mean, we got 11 more picks. I know we're going to go address the defense side of the ball a little bit more for these next couple of rounds, and I just can't wait to see who they go out and select. Now, after Tyree Wilson was selected by the Las Vegas Raiders at number 7, you know, he got some love out there, and one of the guys that gave him a huge shout out was none other than his future teammate, Mad Max Crosby, tweeting, "Welcome to the nation, work starts now," man. Man, I'm excited to see how that duo is going to look for the future, man. We give up Cleveland Farrell. I know that whole thing didn't work out for us these past couple of years, but maybe Tyree Wilson could be that guy that we all wanted Cleveland Farrell to be, especially opposite of Mad Max Crosby. But not only him, another guy within the same division who causes a lot of problems for us that came from Texas Tech was Patrick Mahomes. He even showed some love to our newest pick, tweeting out, "Take it easy on me, big dog. Congrats, though. First things first, I hope he doesn't take it easy on you. And second, you know, appreciate the love, man. It's great to see that Tyree is getting some love. With that said, Raider Nation, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. How do you guys feel about this move for the Raiders? Do you guys feel like it was a great pickup for the Raiders? Do you guys feel like they missed out on great options like Jalen Carter or even Christian Gonzalez at number 7? I know that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be looking at Jalen Carter's career and seeing if he actually turns out to be one of the best in the NFL, because they're always going to say, hey, we could have easily got Jalen Carter. And even though that's true, I'm not too mad about it. I'm just going to trust the process. I'm just going to hope for the best for Wilson to go out there and show out for us, especially on the defensive side of the ball. This is a new era here in Las Vegas, and I'm just happy that I didn't get let down with the first pick of this year's draft. Now, looking at some of his tapes, some of his highlights out there, man, this guy reminds me so much of Aldon Smith, a big defensive end that could basically do it all, get to the quarterback, and specializing in stopping the run, especially in the backfield. With that said, I do hope that he has a successful career over here with the Raiders, and he's a guy that I can definitely see getting a lot of Pro Bowls and even all pros with this team. Again, let me know your thoughts about this pick down in the comments below, and also let me know who you think the Raiders could go and get with the 38th overall pick in the second round. There's a lot of great players, like I said before. You got Will Levis still sitting there. You got Joey Porter Jr., Steve Avila, Osiris Torrance, Keanu Benton. You know, we still got Drew Sanders and even Clark Phillips III. There's a lot of options, and let's see what the Raiders can do. We have 3 picks tomorrow, 1 in the second round and 2 in the third round. I'm really excited, Raider Nation. With that said, until tomorrow's video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoff. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.